Sure, yeah. That'd be a similar idea, like a minimum call
Keep your
time.
posture straight. 3, 2, 1.
So that there's
go.
like actually some penalty
Alternate bringing
for
your
your
knees up to
employer
touch the ring con.
if they're like that disorganized.
This stretch targets the area
With,
between the thighs and glutes. Last time. Yes, just like that. Next,
With their
heel
employees' time.
bring the insides of your ankles up toward the ring con. Breathe out as you raise
I
your
grabbed
ankle.
the world record for
Last time.
World
All
1.
right.
It was the only time that I had that
Next
was
is the back straightening stretch.
not a first place.
Take a big step forward and drop your hips.
It was the second place time.
Don't let your
That was
knees
on
move too far forward.
Wednesday. And on Wednesday I
Make sure your
said
toes are pointed straight ahead of you.
that I wouldn't speed run,
Let's do
but I
one
ended
more
up doing
of
it
each.
because we ended up discovering a new strategy.
Looking great. Finally, spread your feet.
So I'm pretty
Raise
beat
the
right
ring
now.
con above your head.
I
and
gotta
lean
admit.
to the side.
We might be going
Sure to keep your lower back straight.
light on the upper body,
As you
heavy on
exhale,
the yoga today.
begin to lean.
It was all of the ring
Let's
presses
do one more of each.
from Speed Running World 12 that got to me.
Great job.
I ended up doing like 1,400 front presses that day. My arms are just goop. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your comments. That was really kind of you. Honestly, like it is touching. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Rintus. Yeah, it was very touching. It's not like we make it like just for praise or whatever, but it's nice to have people recognize that they're not just thrown together. You know what I mean? It's not like we just get together the day of and figure out what we're gonna do. Static stretching. This is a song I recognize well, though. Dash and Child Game. Yeah, no, it's a great song too. It is a great song. You want to hear some fun trivia? You want some Octorok trivia? Let me have it. So, my CRT died while I was recording that gameplay footage. So the images that I got from my CRT for that video were the last images it ever produced. After I recorded stuff for the Octorok video, I unfortunately had to put it to the garbage. Some scrapper, I'm sure, took it home to recycle the cathode tube and like the silver filaments in the screen, but yeah, it's too bad, eh? Because it was a really nice CRT too.
Keep pushing me in against your stomach.
Like it was a big honkin' Trinitron, right? But yeah, like I made it through one race. I made it through Luigi's circuit, and then it just started donking. It just started dying on me. The scan lines got all crazy, and then the audio channels started getting all fuzzy, and then it would just turn itself on and off erratically without me touching any buttons. And so I just like, all right, well that's weird. Maybe if I leave it for the night, unplug and come back in the morning, it'll be fine. And in the morning, it wouldn't even turn on. They're kind of wonky, yeah. They wear out after time, right? And those connectors are really cheap anyways, right? The composite cables.
You did it!
Oh yeah. You gotta wiggle it just right. Oh, can we change our fit skills now before we get in? I just don't want to do arm things that are gonna aggravate my shoulder today. We can put that in. Squats are always good. This can help, I'm sure. Tree pose will definitely help me out, I think. Remember Facebook group I'm in for melee tournaments. How that's video. Yeah, the thing is like CRT TVs also like mine did. They're just all dying right now. They're just all dying.
Enemy's color, then select
The good news is that with recent developments and some of the behind the scenes stuff in the melee community, that there's setups you can use now that are lagless on LCDs.
bend slowly.
You just need a little bit of different gear in order to get them running,
Starting position. Point the toes of your supporting foot forward.
and so it'll take a while for it to get widely adopted. The speedrunning has definitely left us overpowered in this fitness RPG, Greg. I don't know if you're noticing this, but these enemies are not really taking the beating very well. I thought about giving them, right, yeah. They probably want something a little bit more reliable, rather than having to be like, oh yeah, this is the TV where you have to wiggle the thing. And they're like, how do you wiggle the thing? Like this? They're like, no. You gotta wiggle the thing like this. And they go, oh, like that. And that's every single time they use the TV.
Get to switch legs. Bend slowly.
Yeah, usually like
Starting position. This is a great exercise to work your
the Smash Bros community has like a really bad reputation for being filled with caustic monsters who smell bad. But obviously that's like the minority who just stick out. In my past, I found that Smash Bros. Smashers are usually quite kind.
Bend
A lot of times around like new people, especially because they're trying to like compensate for the bad reputation. Like I think a lot of Smash Bros. Players know what the outside world thinks of them. And when someone new comes into the group, they're like putting on their Sunday best kind of thing.
You made it!
And not in a fake way. Just like, in a nice way where they're trying to show you
Select the skill.
the best of themselves. Let's close this with a little tidier on screen. I ended up playing, I guess, the second best in the Facebook group. They went easy to me. 3-star community with Mario. Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think that's like what someone who's good and knows it should do,
Tree pose.
is like find some way to alter the competition so that like as a competitor you don't feel like you're just being treated like a baby, but like it's still not just like a hose down.
Slowly bend to the left. Perfect. Lower a little more. Remember to breathe.
Yeah, what character were you playing in Melee? Yeah, who do you play in Melee? Pikachu? Oh yeah, Pikachu's good in Melee. He's not like the leader of the bunch, you know him well, but he's a very respectable character in Melee. Nothing compared to what he is in Ultimate, though. Is arguably in the top 3 or top 5.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch legs.
Pikachu's fun to play. You should play Pikachu in Ultimate. Pikachu's so good in Ultimate.
Slowly bend to the left.
Like broken good. Like it's unfair
Don't let your
good.
raised foot touch your supporting leg's knee. Slowly return.
The best Pikachu player in the world right now is arguably Esam. And one of the things that's nice is he seems to be a really sociable guy who's quite open about sharing everything that he knows about the character with other people.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arm.
And like getting involved in that discussion
Keep
about the
going.
character and like what's going on. Which is cool, because I think it makes the character easier to start playing yourself.
Overhead
After the
mark.
tournament ended, I got to play with a guy who was pretty common there. Kirby versus Pichu.
Turn around.
Do you mean like the 20XX mod?
Turn. Turn. Turn.
Like the 20XX training mod or whatever it is?
Turn.
That's cool.
Turn.
Yeah, it's a helpful tool.
Turn.
I don't have that thing going because like I'm not interested in playing Melee
Great job. Go drink some water.
like that. But I've seen it before. It's really cool. There's a lot of neat stuff happening. The Melee community is very devoted to that game, right?
Check the enemy's color, then select a skill.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because they have a few different. Yeah, I guess that's right. They have a few different builds of it. One that's meant for like working on tech, and one that's like meant for being installed on GameCubes to run for the or for Wii's to be run at tournaments.
Flag scissors.
That's fun. Was this like before the like Universal controller fix days? Because that's a whole thing now, right? Like tournaments don't run vanilla Melee anymore, right? They don't run the actual game.
Range of motion for maximum effect.
This is 2017, so probably not. I don't know the actual timeline, but I think that's before the Universal controller thing. Or at least before it was super common.
You made it! Stand up. No need to rush, though.
Damn guard. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, is it like the Smash box or whatever? There's other ways to do that, of course. To get like the fight stick situation going on. Yeah, the Smash box. Yeah, it's cool. 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 Yeah, Yeah, it's a neat little idea. Bringing the arcade fighter mentality to Smash. It's interesting. It's one of those things that's like, yeah, it's very different, right? Where you have like more or less like keyboard keys to indicate motion.
Select a skill and attack.
Oh yeah, just so you could see the controller in action. Was it any good? What character did you play?
Tricep kickback.
Something technical? Use Sheik? That makes sense. It's definitely the kind of thing that you would expect
Okay, let's go.
someone playing a technical,
Free hand on your knees.
super twitchy character would play, like Fox or Sheik. Not so much Jigglypuff.
Wonderful. Fine work. Amazing. Okay. Great. Well done. Excellent. Neat. All right. Excellent. Nice.
So I spent a lot of today getting ready for school to start.
Yes. Yes.
Just doing some of the paperwork and all the miscellanea
Fantastic.
involved in that kind of thing. There's always tons of work
Very
beyond like the actual schoolwork. And at a certain point I got stumped because according to some form I was on academic probation, which was funny because I had not started classes yet. It's clearly an error, right?
Okay.
There's a bug in the system.
Let's pick up the pace.
But I like the idea of like already being on academic probation even before you start classes. Like you're doing that badly. Academic probation? Yeah. It's like when you're doing crappy in school and they say, okay, well, you know, here are the rules, and if you don't meet these guidelines, we're going to kick you out of the university or the college. So it's something that can't happen if classes hasn't started yet.
That was a great run. Now turn your exercise into experience points with a victory pose.
That is weird. How's it going, Dookie? I was playing
Charge your squat power, but don't overextend your release. Victory!
I was playing Dragon Quest 2 earlier, and the game glitched out like crazy on me. There was some sort of like text error where all the characters in the text got replaced with either green, gray, or blue squares. This was after I had encountered a previous glitch where I was fighting the Drakkies, or like the imps in the lighthouse, and for whatever reason they got grouped into a group of 3 and then a group of blank. And so when one of my characters went to go attack the blank group, it just got stuck in a loop. It wouldn't resolve the attack. I'm having real bad luck with this emulator, eh? So I think the level on that, like it says level 117, right? So I think that's the suggestion there. Saw a dude so drunk, he ran through a witty on orientation night. Spelled before college started. That's amazing. Well, that's not me. It's okay. I'm pushing through. What I ended up doing was just like embracing the jank, and I played a lot of the session that I played today with the emulator set to speed 400, just to like catch up to where I was last time, faster. And it was really funny. The music in the game is just ridiculous at 400 times speed, or 400%, 4 times speed. It was very silly. Apparently the word ass was banned from chat. Oh no. We just got got. The game just got us. Well, that's funny. If the term ass is banned, how am I going to tell you all about my pet donkey, Jeremiah?
Nice work.
So sometimes you can kind of preserve your speed going up the stairs. I don't exactly have the touch for it yet, though. It's 2020. We can admit to having asses now.
Select the skill.
It's a brave new world.
Warrior 3 pose.
I'm enjoying doing things that are loosening my shoulders up.
10.
How you doing today, Dookie? Good to have you here.
Starting position. Maintain your balance and avoid tilting.
I think I'm
your body.
gonna take a break from getting world records today and instead just plot a route for a new world. I think I'm too worn out from getting world records all week. Yeah, happy new decade. It's filled with asses. On Wednesday, on Monday, I got the world record for World 12. I took the time down by 6 minutes, which was amazing. But I was super worn out. Afterwards, I said, okay, Wednesday, we're just going to make it like a casual, easygoing Ring Fit stream. I'm not going to worry about speed running. But we discovered a more optimal item setup.
Switch legs.
I was like, okay, well, we've got to try something. So then I went and
Then slowly.
beat the world record for World 1 by 2 seconds. And then I was like, you know what?
It's okay.
We can do better than that.
Supporting leg.
So then we beat the record that I just set by another 2 seconds. And now my body feels like it is unhappy with me. Nice curry. I love curry. What kind of curry are you making?
Well done. Keep squeezing. Lucky break.
So that was a good glance. I love green curry so much, I got myself a lemongrass plant. Ooh, curry bush. It's not looking so hot because it's January in Toronto, but it'll live through the winter. Nice. Japanese style, it's fun. For the tasty curry from a Japanese place, I forget what it was called. It was special today. Oh no. It's probably called something in Japanese.
Tree
Nice bush. Thanks. Appreciate it. My lemongrass plant that I love. Yeah, lemongrass is awesome.
slowly bend to the left.
The you can use the shoots for making like curries and
This
soups
can
and stuff.
improve your sense of balance.
And then you can use the leaves for tea later. And then also your apartment is slightly less depressing. Oh, the balance. I had to read off the board regularly. Maybe that makes sense. Oh yeah. Did you have to practice what it was called before your waiter or waitress came
Slow down.
to do it properly? Oh, you slow down.
Okay.
The game's trying to get me to
Don't forget
to actually
switch
like
legs.
take a breath and breathe.
Slowly bend to the right.
Usually what I do in that case, Greg, is I just point to the menu.
Starting position. Remember to breathe. Take that.
We're just gonna do the ab guard like this.
With your legs bent slightly, squeeze.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So you had to give it a few read-throughs. Tanamana, tananana.
Evolved crescent lunge pose. Slowly twist to the left. Slowly return to the starting position. This pose can
Oh,
be
my balance is bad today. You hate onion? I love onion. I basically am an onion. I guess technically when you eat lemongrass, the part of the lemongrass that you're eating is the onion.
twist to the left.
Most plants have an onion in them, right? It's kind of like I don't know. You know how like most animals have a head?
Twist to the left.
Well, most plants have an onion. It's just a plant part. Just the plants that we call onions that like you would make an onion ring out of just have huge onions. Onion's so tasty though.
Great hustle. Keep it up.
It's like in so many different types of food. It's so versatile. It's also good for you and cheap. All these great onion tips.
You got it. Great.
Boy, do I ever. This thing, yeah. Onions are the key to Flavor Town.
Swing me down in front of your stomach.
They can also taste so many different ways. Those I will refer to as different neighborhoods of Flavor Town. Dookie knows what I'm talking about. Flavor Town's different neighborhoods.
I think you'll probably level up soon.
They'll probably level up soon. That attitude. Choo choo choo.
Score!
The score is 2-1.
Great.
This is complicated. I like it. There's new levels in this world.
Select a skill and attack.
So yeah, I eat the chicken and the vegetables with chopsticks. The rice is eaten with a spoon. Yeah, it takes a while. Those are some skills. Part of it is like, usually in places where the main staple food is rice, like the table manners are different because eating rice is different than eating like a potato. So usually it's not considered offensive to put your bowl to your mouth, like lift your bowl up. But yeah, it still can be awkward.
Warrior 3 pose.
That's funny. I love onions.
And
I'm with Dookie. I'll go to bat for the noble onion any day.
starting position. Point the toes of your supporting foot forward.
I'm thoroughly on Team Onion. But Greg, you also have to admit that there's a reason why the onions are in the subway in the first place, right? And it's certainly not so people can't eat them. Yeah, I'll agree with Dookie there. I'll agree with both of you, though. The other thing is that, like, a lot of cuisines where rice is staple food, in a lot of those, like, food cultures, they do use some form of a spoon. You just may not have been served your meal with a spoon for some reason.
Okay, let's switch sides. Don't forget to switch
Like in
legs.
Vietnamese and Thai food, they have like that sort of flat and broad spoon. It's kind of like a little more like a dipper, more like a ladle, like a tiny little ladle.
Slowly return to the starting position. This is a great exercise to work your abs.
So you wouldn't eat the book Little Women? Is that what you're trying to say? You wouldn't eat the last 30 minutes of Shrek? That's always a tearjerker. 3 types of people. People who won't eat onions, people who like onions, and people who won't pick them off their food. Right.
Then slowly.
Cool. Who would never ask for them. But if they get them, they won't complain.
Match speeds with the example.
You're in the third category. You're not an onion lover, but
Nice.
you're also not a leader of the onion resistance.
You should feel it in your stomach, not your arms.
Sure, I get that. I'm not a huge fan of raw tomato either. It's definitely grown on me over the years.
Lucky
I like cherry tomatoes most of all. Oh, cherry tomato and salad? Yes, please.
select a skill.
That damn manta ray. We're gonna have to send that cobalt manta ray to hell. Isn't that right? Yeah, I mean,
Tricep kick that.
there's a difference between liking onions and liking to just like pack your mouth filled with onions. Let's not be silly.
Okay.
Or let's be silly.
move.
Blah, 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 blah.
Sure to keep your back. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Awesome.
I don't like onions that much.
Keep it up. Yes. Yes.
What about avocado in a fruit salad? Avocado's a fruit.
Good. Sharp.
Sweet and fatty together at once. The fatty fruit, avocado.
Okay. Amazing. Well done.
You hate onion rings? So would you rather have French fries or onion rings?
Great.
I have a strong guess here.
Fantastic. Nicely done. Great. Perfect.
You had a bad experience with onion rings? What kind of bad experience could you possibly have with an onion ring? The onion came with a battery even for the ring?
Very nice.
Yeah, what's the bad part though? Get to the bad part of the experience.
Okay. Fine work. Fantastic.
French fries? To me, French fries are like
Nice.
the most boring food. So just holding batter, it was nasty.
Neat.
To each their own, I suppose.
Excellent. Challenge yourself.
To me, an onion ring is like if a French fry tasted like something.
Well done.
To me, French fries are just like condiment medium. Curly fries
Fantastic.
with spicy seasoning.
Come on. Nice. One left.
Well, that's only if
Okay.
the onion rings were fried incorrectly. That only happens if
Let's move.
you get them from a place that took a bag of frozen onion rings right out of the freezer and then immediately dumped them into the deep fryer, so that the onions and the batter cooked
Fantastic.
inconsistently.
Fantastic. Great. Excellent.
That's why that happens.
Good job. Sharp. Well done. Yes. Yes.
Only 800 to go.
All right. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's why it happens. Is it's because the batter is dry and the onions are still plump,
Okay.
and so the onions take way, way, way longer
Fine work.
to cook and heat up than the batter does. Because if you're taking them straight out of the freezer, right? They've already been cooked once.
Let's keep going.
So the onions and the batters
Excellent.
don't become friends.
Very nice. Great. 3. Great. Okay. One left. Right on. You made it.
When is this good fries? Do you like fries? To me, fries just taste like empty calorie sticks. You know what I mean? It's like there's no taste. It's just like ketchup and hot. You know what I mean? Like they taste like the ketchup you put on them plus hot. Textured hot ketchup. That's just me though. I'd wait any day of the week. Any day of the week, I would go for onion rings over French fries. You don't like sour cream and onion potato chips? Well, that makes sense. Because that's just like a chemistry experiment. That's not food.
Head arm spin. Rotate the ring con around. Turn. 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 Turn.
Turn!
Turn. Turn. Turn.
Does that give you a headache?
Turn. That was amazing.
Oh, thanks, Ring. Sweet potato fries are good. Sweet potato fries taste a little bit more like something, but that's only because sweet potatoes taste like something. If I'm putting together the menu, but the best way
That was a great run. Drop your hip.
the best way to serve potatoes is either mashed or roasted. Roast potatoes. Now you're eating. That's food, baby. French fries, you can have them.
Yeah.
Junior, I had a class basically how to be in the kitchen.
Huh? Ah. Yahoo!
The second question. Yahoo!
Whoa!
Which of the following basic exercises is not in the big three for training the whole body? Squat square, bench press battleground, dragon flag. I'm thinking B. We never do bench presses in this game. We had this project where multiple groups of 2 or 3 people were to make food for a big lunch event. The class. Well, that's nice. In theory, it's nice. Maybe in practice, it wasn't as nice. I haven't done a chair pose in a long while. I think it's because the chair pose attack power is like garbage at this point. The group made guacamole. Nice. With chicken nuggets. That does sound good. Yeah, cooking for each other is wonderful, right? It's like the oldest of human traditions, right? Is cooking for your community.
Select a skill.
Yeah, anything in guacamole is basically a reason to live, I think. It doesn't get much better than guacamole, as far as I'm concerned. There's a few people who frequent this channel who don't like guacamole, so I'm not going to speak too loudly. But Guac. It's for me. It's like a constant battle I fight with my soul, whether or not to buy more avocados. I love fatty food so much. Oh boy. Got it. You've never had real guacamole in Canada? That's fair. What's your recipe? What do you think of as being real guacamole?
Slowly return to the starting position. Try this to really focus on your abs.
Where in Canada are you, Tuki? You don't have to give me your address or anything, I'm just curious. Flavorless paste? Yeah, that's bad. In Saskatchewan? Cool. I don't know if I have any other viewers in Saskatchewan. I think maybe NB and Sacred Scythe are in Saskatchewan. I know Lynn's in Alberta. Gotta love the prairies. Which prairie do you like the most of all the prairies? So like, when I make guacamole, I use just like the classic recipe, right? Okay, for sure.
Lucky break. Okay.
Yeah, I just like it's just avocados, fresh limes, fresh like stone ground garlic, and cayenne pepper. And obviously avocados. Did I already say avocado? Everybody knows there's avocados in guacamole, though. Oh, come on, Greg. How many times have you been to Texas there, hotshot? Lol. I'm calling you out. You ain't never been to Texas. You don't know what they do. You don't know how they do in Texas. You know what I've heard you're not supposed to do with Texas, though, Greg. Gotta have some spice. Oh yeah, for sure. Like just enough cayenne to balance out the garlic, to balance out the lime. You know what I'm talking about? If you insist, you can crack some, just a tiny little bit of black pepper into it. But first Mexican restaurant in Texas? That's fun. Forget how you made it. Did you buy some Clubhouse guacamole spice? And just dump it into an avocado? Oh, come on.
Drop your legs firmly.
Guacamole is one of those things that's like, so long as, in my experience anyways, I'm not like a master chef or anything, but like, so long as you get just ingredients that are fresh and good, it's hard to mix it up, right?
Be sure to move the full range of your hip joints. Good fight.
Like just get nice avocados and get like nice fresh garlic and get some limes and you should be fine. Is that good enough?
Drop your hips. Victory!
Perfection.
Unstoppable.
Exactly. Exactly.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Right.
Oh, apparently that was not the right answer. All right, let's chart out a route for another speedrunning world. Just so I don't want to actually run anything today, but we can get the splits ready and we can start talking about strats. So maybe on Monday we can run a new world. So just taking a look at this thing. Okay, so I already have the world record for world 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12, and 13. So it looks like 7. Let's go see, let's go make a route for world 7. This is the clerical work, right? World 7. Okay. So, what are the levels in World 7? Let's find out. So the first thing we need to do is do swing gate. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Get rid of that. Sewer tips. So the first one is called swing gate. So that's good. Split 1. Split 2 is called starting block bridge. It's good to know. Oh, it needs a hyphen. This is a hyphenated game. Well, that's fun. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of food that, like, becomes popular because I guess, like, there's food trends as much as there's trends for anything else. And I think guacamole is one of those foods that, like, got popular. And so a lot of places that had no right serving it put it on their menus. And just, like, ruined such a beautiful thing. Like, a nice, perfectly fresh avocado is such a... Wow. It's such a wonderful thing. It's weird how that happens, right? Like, all of a sudden, like, pomegranate is trendy. Even though it was, like, keeping sailors alive in the 1400s. Yeah, it's been around. This is Butte Camp. We'll need a smoothie for this one. And I think the next one's gonna be Drago Stadium, even though they're not all that, but yeah, it's probably gotta go. Yeah. Okay, so those are our splits for that world. So that's good. There they all are. Say splits. Alright, I want to put the smoothie icon next to the Butte Camp thing. To remind me of that. So let's take a look at these levels. Let's do like a lulz easygoing run, just to sort of learn as we go. Just for the fans kind of run. Oh, right, I gotta calibrate for it to count. Should I even bother? I'm not planning on doing like an actual run today, so let's just do it for funsies, because we're not going to submit this, so I don't need to worry about being calibrated. So, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we're speed running. Yay, so fast. Oh, we can adjust the overlay here.
Come on,
Room.
let's go.
Yeah, the game's like reminding me. You remember when you used to like exercise, Liam? Okay, so this is gonna be a Squat City run.
Slowly repeat this one.
I guess I should mark. I should have some sort of way of keeping track of whether or not I need to like get through the tutorials on levels. So that's fun. It's a nice little thing to do. Here's our first group of monsters. That'll be easy enough. Can we just jump? So if we go the lower path, it'll be faster because we don't have to do this. Sweet, what a good speed run this is. So yeah, we want the lower path there then. Unless it's possible to just jump right over that guy. Which we can come back around to and try out.
Yeah, doing good.
Thanks, Ring. Oh, cool. Crate milk. I love drinking milk in crates. Running with speed. Yeah, so this level has a bunch of things that we need to
This will be weird. but
get through the
first
tutorials.
down and twist your upper body left and right.
This will be weird. He doesn't say, like, this won't be weird. Just trust me. He just says, yeah, no, this is weird. This is every bit as creepy as it feels, but we just kind of need each other.
You did it.
Better than bagged milk? You don't like milk when it's in a bag? Look at that. the right paddle's having some difficulties there for sure. And then this is the thing. Do some more squats. You want to punch bagged milk? Why such violence against bagged milk? Hard to say if the top path or the I wonder if you can get to that early if you have a speed boost before you jump. There's a few things we're gonna have to come back to this level to work on some strats. Try to figure it out. Feels like a punching bag. Let's try top level. This path does seem to be straighter. Oh, I think it'll let us jump over these bad dudes. So, it looks like maybe the bottom path is only faster the first time. It's like I don't even feel the squats anymore. the game is like, do 100 squats, Liam. And I'm like,
Drop your hips.
do you mean like 100 more? Oh, split, right? Split. So we're definitely gonna have to circle back to the first level. I think it's more of an Eastern Canada thing than it is a Western Canada thing. This is gonna be fun. So far, this level is very easy, and the conveyor belts are going for you rather than against you. Looks like we're gonna fly through this level. Sonic speed. These tunnels can mess with your brain a little though. So I guess you could get like the sprint boost going before the platform arrives. Okay, I could have done that there too, but whatever. Speed boost. Oh, I tried. I guess you shouldn't do that anyways, because of the speed increase from this big wacky thing. Yeah, this level's silly. I guess maybe optimally you do a jump there so you don't ever actually touch the slow, boring vanilla ground. This is ground version 2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you eventually do lose speed in the air, right? So you kind of want to get back onto the conveyor belt as fast as you can, because it's the fastest you go in the game.
Drop your hips. Victory!
You never noticed it? That's fair. It was just not a part of your life. Bagged milk. Believe it or not. Your every waking hour was not filled with thoughts of bagged milk. It's ground 2.0. We've improved ground. This isn't your daddy's ground.
All right, let's go.
Can I jump over this? No, it makes you do it. That's too bad. But it runs away. If I catch it, can I jump over it? Or do I just like let it run? I think you have to fight it. Let me know if anybody finds a way. Those are untimed squats though. So you can like power through those
Doing good.
super fast. If anybody finds a way to just completely avoid those treasure chests, please let me know. Okay, more squatty swings. Whereas with these, like, with the swings, you can only do them so fast. I haven't found a way yet to skip that extra swing. Oh, okay, this is... Okay, so you need to hit the top of that log. Yeah, you're stuck. I'm not a robot, non-robot noise. I wonder what happens if you just let it get away. Oh, if you just let it get away, you don't have to fight it. Hey Greg, how's it going?
Drop your hips.
We're routing out World 7. Learning things about the squat treasure chest. Great shield, great sword. Good to see your name. So then here we have to use a smoothie. Cheers to the weekend. Yes, in a big way. After we're done here today, I am super duper taking it easy until Sunday. Oh, look at this real speed run I'm doing. It's good to see you. It's good to know you're there. So these levels are really easy. That's not bad, right?
Drop your hips. Victory!
Is it energy cloud? On all levels but physical, you're an energy cloud. How's it going, Greg? Greg's shield.
Great. Let's go.
Hope you're doing good. I'm sticking to my guns today and not actually speedrunning. If there's a way to get under those for longer, that would be good to know.
Right on. Whoa.
This world is going to be a bit of a pain, I think. In Final Fantasy X? That's sweet. I was playing some more Dragon Quest II today. And was yet again plagued by emulator problems and glitches. What is even happening? This level is going to be a real pain in the ass to optimize. Get out of my way. You saw this huge glitch out on disc? Yeah, what was that? Tell me about that. Oh, whatever. Yeah, this level's gonna be horrible. Horrible speedrun. Oh, on Discord. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. I thought you meant like something different. I don't know what I thought you meant. Sometimes I disagree. To be agreeable, and then hope over the course of the conversation I figure it out.
Drop your hips.
Just like a fan group of like Brazilians, I think. They didn't do a great job. Okay, so that's sort of like a baseline time. Sorry, type with one hand, whatever. I get you. Yeah, I mean, bless their hearts for doing it at all, but they also did not do a great job. I mean, I can't really complain. I'm playing it, right? If I don't like it, I could stop. It would just be better if it was done well. And that's life. Okay. I think that this world is gonna suck. To be quite honest. And, like, not suck in a way that, World 12 was difficult. But suck in a way that where, like, it's just filled with all manner of stupidity. It has all those swings in it that you can't speed up on. It has all the mud, which is really, really, really punishing if you make even small errors. It also has lots of stairs, same idea, but it also has like mud and stairs together. And it has all those stupid chests that you have to wait behind. The chests are not so bad because like I think the first one you get and you just do squats really quickly. And I think the other one it'll be faster to not actually get the chest and just wait behind it until it goes away. But we're gonna have to try out a bunch of different strats in order to just figure that out. This is the one, right? Trotter's Grove. This level, however, was hype. This was the most hype level that we played. Yeah, it had all these like forward-going conveyor belts, and you just fly around the level like you're Super Sonic. It was awesome. It was awesome. So it's too bad that there's so much good and bad. What I'm kind of curious about is just doing this as an IL, just to see what different strats are most effective. So let's do that. Let's do a couple passes at this. Try to figure out what's the fastest way to get through. Okay. Save splits as. NG plus Trotters Road. This is World 7, right? I ended up going all over town today trying to get my OSAP stuff figured out. Offices were closed. I was talking to people on the phone and they were giving me the wrong addresses for places. It was a good bike ride though. It was beautiful. It's like 7 degrees here in Toronto today. Got a really cool game on Steam during the winter sale. There's a speedrun mode on it. What's the game called? Katana Zero? Oh yeah, I've heard of that game. That's definitely one of those games that I've been meaning to pick up for a long time. But probably won't now, if we're being real, because of being in school finances. I've set a moratorium on buying games. Did you pick it up, Greg? Katana Zero? I've only heard great things about it, or Greg Sword, rather. Yeah, it looks a lot of fun. Well, that's cool. You'll have to share your impressions of the game after you put a little more time into it. I'm curious to find out. The yeah, as far as you already beat it. Oh, that's awesome. As far as I heard, it's like a lot like The Messenger, and it has like some tips of like Ninja Gaiden in it. Took you 5 hours. Oh, that's fun. All right. We'll actually start the timer. How about? She looks like I do, just like somebody poured a bucket of water over her head. All right, let's try doing some ILs. Sorry, dude, still here. That's probably the right. Should I get curry? No, the curry is what's most important. If you have a runny curry, it's wasted. You don't. The Messenger is so good. Yeah, there's a bunch of games like that I've been meaning to pick up. I've set a moratorium on new video games though. I'm not buying any more. Love the aesthetic. Sorry, it's really convoluted. Nice. All right, we're gonna try doing an IL. 3, 2, 1, go. The only split in this is the level. Curry for the win.
Let's go.
Okay, well, we're already off to a bad start, but that's fine. We won't do a reset here. Okay, these are going to be frustrating. Okay, so I think this guy we just have to catch as soon as possible, and then just pound through the squats. Please let me go. Okay, you don't need to press a button to gain control of the character. One, 2, 3, 4. Go, 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 go. So you need to do 6. Okay, so I think the next one you don't catch. So here I think I gotta land on the log in order to get over them. So I think the thing here is we just don't catch them. I think we try to stay close, but we don't get them. And that's faster. Oh God, I caught him. I don't know what to think about this.
Drop your hips. Victory!
So how many seconds do you think we lost by dawdling there? Maybe like 5 or 6? This game give a good workout without playing for multiple hours, 4 days a week. I would say so, yeah. You can set the intensity level wherever you want. And if you don't want to go through the adventure mode, you can just play like the structured workouts it'll do for you. So if you want to do like arms day, it'll give you a bunch of front presses, overhead presses, back presses, you know, bicep curls or the equivalent, tricep kickbacks and whatnot. And you can do that. But yeah, I mean, like, today, I would say this is a light day for me. Like, I'm not working very hard right now. Say 900 seconds lost. Thank you, Greg. I'll write that down. So yeah, for me this is like easygoing Ring Fit stream. Not worrying, not working too hard. We're playing the game on intensity 30 as well, which is the maximum difficulty. Okay, well, let's try that again. Well, we're gonna let the chest get away in front. And I'll kind of do it at the same pace, because we're trying to compare time here more than we're trying to like get the best time specifically. So I'm gonna like run it at the same level of intensity I just ran it. Just to try to get a baseline. 3, 2, 1, go. 900 seconds, that's a lot of seconds, jeez. How am I ever gonna get those seconds off?
Let's go.
I'll even hit one of those rocks intentionally, how about that? Simulate hitting the rock. Oh no! I guess I did it twice last run. Okay, cool. So we're sort of on a similar benchmark. Yeah, good call. That sounds like a really fun game. See you, Greg. Thanks for coming by. Always appreciate it. I think, Dookie, I think that since I started, I picked this game up in October on release day, October 13th or whatever it was. And since then, I've almost done 3,000 squats. So maybe that can give you an idea about how much the game is making me work. Okay. So this time we're going to just try to catch him and do the squats. Yeah, so it's definitely working. I definitely feel like even though I've made no effort to,
Drop your hips. Victory!
I feel like since I've been playing, even though I've made no particular effort to lose weight, I do feel like I've lost a bunch playing this game. I don't know if people in the audience have noticed change in my physique at all. I'm not like measuring anything. I don't have a scale, so I don't know if I've actually lost like the physics type of weight, you know, where I exert a greater force downward. But I certainly feel like I've lost a bunch of weight, and I know for sure that like my flexibility is improved because the game is having me do a bunch of those types of exercises that I have a stretching routine that I do on my own on account of like music stuff, but this is having me do a much broader range of like stretching, balance, flexibility things that I wouldn't have done otherwise. So that's kind of the context I can provide. I'm here, right? I totally think the game's worth it. Okay, now let's do a run where we wait for the last chest instead of fighting it. I'm just curious because last time I tried to wait for it, it seems like I didn't not get it by enough. If that makes sense. It's probably on a timer. Like you probably have to reach it within a certain number of seconds in order for it to say, oh no, you don't get the prize. So figuring out what that timing is going to be, I think it's probably going to be a little tough. Maybe we should make note on the timer of when I like provoke it or aggro it. To use like the language of Warcraft or whatever, World of Warcraft, when we aggro the chest. That's my guess. My guess is it's probably on a timer. The timer probably starts as soon as you like trigger it. And then the speed running thing will be trying to get there as close to the timer turning over as possible. Anyways, we'll try another one. 3, 2, 1, go. Is it path possible?
All right. Let's
Well,
go.
you weren't here before, but I actually used to have shoulder length hair. And it's all gone now because the game burned it up. Ugh. I don't know what the game thinks it's doing. I guess I can't do the down and up and down and up, especially because I don't need to. I should just keep it facing downwards. Impressive. Yeah. Yeah, I got rid of all my hair through a speedrunning accident. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. But you lose speed, so you do need to actually like hit the ground and run.
Whoa.
Sure, it wasn't that Britney Spears moment you had when I had a public meltdown and cut off all my hair because I thought people would leave me alone if I wasn't beautiful anymore. It was just a destructive way of reinventing myself. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Like I don't feel the squats anymore. It's like they're not even happening to me. Squats are just my weird way of standing. It's just the way in which the game has changed me. So I feel pretty good about having not missed this jump coming up here. So maybe this is the time where I miss it. No, we're good. Okay. So like 5 seconds pass. So maybe at like 20, yes. So it gives you 15 seconds.
Drop your hips. Victory!
So that wasn't even optimal, but that was faster. So I think it's the fastest way to do that in this level is just to let him go. And so long as you arrive 16 seconds after he does, you should be fine, I think, right? Does that make sense? Am I seeing things? Did you guys catch that too? Did it look like it was about 15? All right, we'll do one more. Try to get a little closer to the 15-second mark. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, let's move.
Getting through the rock formation here in an orderly fashion is going to be a challenge, I think. I could be doing those faster too, but not really worried about that right now. Okay. So we're gonna make note of the timer. Try to be reasonably close after 15 seconds. See what we can do with that. Uh-oh. Alright, I messed it up once.
Select the skill.
That's too bad. Okay. I'm fairly confident it's going to be faster. I think the thing to do here is to go into my splits for World 15 or World 7 and make a note on Trotter's Grove of the 15-second little buffer there. Or not buffer, but you know what I mean. The 15-second lead time you gotta give. What's his face? 15? Let's use this. Alright, let's add that in there. Cool. Just as a little reminder to myself that that's there. The technically speaking, the run that we did of this world is the world record. Just because nobody else has submitted a time for it yet, but I'm not going to bother submitting it. Because there's no point, right? We're going to come back to this on Monday and just obliterate the time I got. I'd just be wasting my time and the moderator's time posting this Mickey Mouse run. So. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna do a cool down now. My my shoulders are killing me. Not killing me, but my shoulders are telling me, hey Liam, it's time. It's time for you to stop forcing us to do these terrible things over the course of the week. We want the weekend now, so we'll listen to them. Yeah, like I did 133 squats today. So I mean, yeah, this is sort of a good idea of what you're looking at, Dookie. Like if you exercise for the amount of time that I did today, you know, I've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes at this point, and I've been going at it pretty moderately. Like I've not been pushing myself super hard. And then this is the kind of thing that you can expect, if that makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks so much for joining. Enjoy your curry. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Have a great night. Oh, great news. 600 warrior poses. 40 them more. 400 tree poses. Let's stretch. You won't need the ring con for this.
Static stretching. You won't need the ring con. Be mindful of your body and stretch within the range of your ability. Spread your feet, raise both hands, and hold your left wrist.
Okay.
While pulling on your wrist, tilt to the right and stretch your side. Return to your original position, switch hands, and bend the other way. Don't hold your breath. Bring yourself back slowly. Raise both arms and pull down on your left elbow. Stretch your upper arms while pulling your elbow downward. Now do the same on the opposite side.
Okay.
Be careful not to let your upper body tilt to the side. Bring yourself back slowly. Put your right foot forward and cross your legs. Bend your body forward and stretch the back of your left leg. Hold it like that for a little longer. Straighten up and switch legs. Stretch the opposite side as well. Breathe slowly as you hold. Slowly straighten up, bit by bit, starting from your lower back. Put your right leg forward and put your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee and stretch out your left calf.
Okay, I'm into it.
Now switch legs. If you're less flexible, it's okay if your heel goes off the ground.
This music always reminds me of Picross.
Bring yourself back slowly.
Without fail.
Rotate your hands behind your back and grasp your left wrist. While pulling your wrist to the right, lower your neck the same way.
I love this one. Me and this stretch are very good friends.
Bring your neck back up and stretch in the opposite direction as well. Focus on stretching all the way from your neck to each shoulder. Bring yourself back slowly. And your stretching is complete. Good job.
Good Jerab. Well, everybody, thanks so much for joining me for another wonderful live stream of Ring Fit Adventure. Oh, it's muscle quiz day. A muscle quiz. The day is for learning. What muscle flexes when you bend your elbow? That would be your triceps, right? I believe so. No, that would be, well, it depends on which way you're bending it. Because if you're bending it outward, but I guess if I'm thinking about it too much, your elbow is now straight and now it's bent, so your bicep would be flexed. I solved the riddle of the arm. How'd our arm do? Cool. All right, well, the usual speech. Follow, subscribe, Discord. Take care. Be well. Be merry. Enjoy curry. I don't know when I'm streaming again this weekend, but I'll probably hop on at least once. I got a Knock to Rock rehearsal on Sundays, so that changes my schedule around quite a bit, but that's life. Everybody, Greg, Dookie, if you're still here, all the folks in the chat who are lurking. I appreciate the lurkers just as much as I appreciate the chatters, so don't think I've forgotten about you. Anyways, have a good evening.